Everybody, I want to talk about evolution. And, is evolution true or is it a massive deception? I do believe I have evidence that it potentially is, in fact, a massive deception. Here's why. You know, um, I have been healed as a Christian, by something. I believe they're deceiving spirits that healed me, but I've had miracles happen to me when I was a Christian, and yet I left Christianity anyway, because I decided that the claims of Christianity didn't add up, that they were illogical and unlikely to be true, so I left Christianity in spite of healing miracles and such things. So if there are spirits out there that are lying, deceiving spirits that are capable of manipulating the physical realm through miracles and signs and wonders, what would stop these spirits from manipulating scientific experiments? Like the example is, this fruit fly experiment where fruit flies were, they were separated. Two populations of fruit flies were isolated from one another, and then they were left alone for a time, and then they were put back together, and it was found that they couldn't breed. Is that a legitimate experiment? Or has the results of that experiment been totally manipulated by miracle working deceiving spirits? I think that it's very possible that has happened. I don't see why not. If there are various supernatural powers at work that are capable of manipulating the physical realm, what would stop them from totally tampering with scientific experiments like that? And various other things as well. There was a story about a moth that apparently, it turned a darker shade of brown or black during the Industrial Revolution because of all the soot from chimneys and stuff like that. And people thought that that was evidence of evolution. I say, that would be so easy to tinker with if you were a deceiving spirit who has power to manipulate the physical realm. There would be nothing stopping you, in theory, from going ahead and manipulating that creature, or these creatures, these insects. So it's just some stuff to think about. And I don't see why if these spirits have power over the physical realm, well, then the question immediately is, well, how much power do they have? How big and powerful do they get? See, I don't know the answer. And because I don't know the answer, logically, it's like, what would stop there from being a power that's so powerful that it could plant tons of fossils and evidence that is supposed to support evolution? Like evidence of Neanderthals and like families of Neanderthals and stuff like that have been discovered. What if that was completely false evidence planted by deceiving spirits, which have power over the physical realm? I mean, these are spirits that can grow out new limbs on people, perform healing miracles, open blind eyes, and so they can see, heal, have deaf people hearing, so deaf people can hear. They can raise the dead. You might not believe that, but trust me, I really do think it is absolutely true. They can raise the dead. What else can they do? They can do anything, pretty much, with the physical realm. That's what I get. That's what I gather from the research I've done and what I've experienced myself. I was talking to a pastor just the other day who, not that long ago, he got run over by a truck, and he was in severe pain, and it was pretty bad. The doctor said it was pretty bad. He had broken bones all over the place, and he says that God healed him. Now, I don't personally believe that it was God. I believe that it was a deceiving spirit that healed him, because like I said, I don't think the claims of Christianity, I don't think they add up. If you examine it very carefully, look at Christianity versus Judaism. You can check out Jews for Judaism. I'm not like devoutly Jewish anymore, but it's possibly true. But I left Christianity for those kinds of reasons. So you can just think about that and decide if those claims are legitimate and whether those miracles of Christianity have any legitimacy, whether they're authentic or whether they're from lying, deceiving spirits who want to promote a false religious faith. I do think that these kinds of healing miracles are common to a lot of the religions in the world, and you can't have these miracles confirming their truth claims, because that would mean that all these religions are simultaneously true, and I don't think that's possible. Either one of these religions is true, or they're probably all false. So I guess the moral of the story, if you gather anything from this, is, don't be chasing down signs and wonders and miracles, and be careful of what you call evidence, because if there are deceiving spirits out there that are capable of manipulating the physical realm, that's really dangerous in a lot of ways. What would stop them from totally tricking and deceiving masses of people? And I do think that has in fact happened. So it's really important, I think, to seek God, to pray to God for logical wisdom and understanding, logical and rational wisdom and understanding, to comprehend the universe and the purposes of life and what's really going on. I wish more people would do this, because I think at the end of the day they would be rewarded. They would be able to use their God-given brain to comprehend some of the things of God that are able to be comprehended. So I do think that's really important. But yeah, this is just some stuff to think about. So think about that.